And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 7-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Klein. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On the draw, this is Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
The stop made by Jarrell Casey. Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Ready? 8, read. Hey, high 7. Get that ball. 55's my guy.
To throw on 2nd down. Klein. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here's the part of that. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check Mike. Check Mike. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike. 54. Get it.
Looking to throw. Klein. Throw left side complete. That's Larson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Klein. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. After the penalty, it's Fournette. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Come on, D. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Klein. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Chiefs field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw his Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Down. Slide 85. I got you. 618. Hey, exit. Who that? 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Carr now on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
I smell fear in that offense.
Express.
I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing again. Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Bravo. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Know your job. 58, boys. 58. Express.
He's time to win. He's time to us.
Easy. Kill. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Blue down. Smooth. 58.
Throwing his car on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, it's Carr. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Brings up second and 3. At the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Now Carr again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Nelson Aguilar. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I think it'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hey, Charlie. 734.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Klein. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make him.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
44, Mike, 93. I hope you brought your reps, because I'm about to take you to school. Both brothers to Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. Watch it, you find. All day, baby, all day. Ready.
On 1st down, Klein. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Larson. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't it?
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, watch the flag.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Here we go. 58 to Mike, 58.
Shotgun now for Carr. He gets it to Cooks. Brandon Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Brandon Cooks. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Again, it's Fournette. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games. On
first and 10. Klein. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Express. Go 58 to the mic. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Get down. Get down.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Mike 58, right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
6-18.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Find down.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
Chiefs 35, Raiders 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
54.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Klein. Throw left side complete. That's Larson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Raider 2.
Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Under 10. Switch. Watch the ship. You're mine. Watch the ship. Wow. Raider 9. Go. 44, Mike, 44. Yeah.
From the gun, Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Let's go now. 10-2 start.
Here we go.
Now.
$54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Kansas City, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.